Hello students, in this video what we are going to do question and answers of chapter number 8, The Dreadful Discovery from the Adventures of Tom Sawyer. So this is chapter number 8, The Dreadful Discovery from the Adventures of Tom Sawyer. If you like this video, so must subscribe the channel and click on the bell button for more notifications. Here is the picture. These are the characters of Tom Sawyer. Okay, we are moving towards the question answers of chapter number 8. So now, first, what we have to do? We have to do synonyms. So match words in the list with synonyms from the box. So here are words and there are the synonyms. So the first word is seize. The meaning of seize or the same meaning of seize is capture. Then we have inquire. Inquire means ask. Alarm. It's not shock or alarm. It's the synonym of alarm in this chapter is fear. Then we have scared. Scared means afraid. The synonym of lightning is fast. So the last word is captured. Captured means caught. So we are moving towards the next slide. And what is next? There are antonyms. So match words in the list with the antonyms of the box. Here are the words and the antonyms of that words. So the first word is hungry and the antonym of that word is full. Wildly, tamely, manned, unmanned, welcome, unwelcome. Then the fifth word is wide. The opposite of wide is narrow. The last one is the gold, and the gold antonym is silver. So we are going towards the next page, and the next slide is about making sentences. So put these words into the correct order to make sentences. So the first sentence or the jumble of words, you can also say you have to rearrange the words to make a sentence. Only it's do in me, let please Huck Finn. So do please let me in. It's only Huck Finn. Do please let me in. It's only Huck Finn. So the next words are that, those are two. Are those two that? So you can put the question mark at the end of this sentence because this is the question. So let me write it down here what the question marks instead of full stop. So we are moving towards the next sentences. The deep old once dumb Spaniard and once the old deaf and dumb Spaniard. The fourth one is enough. It's all now pain. It's all pain enough now. So we have rearranged these words to make a sentence from the novel, or you can say from the chapter number 8. So the fifth one is bundle. Robbers had he of found tools. So he had found a bundle of robbers' tools. So this is spoken by Vashman to the Huckleberry Finn. So the sixth one is decided he now must be in number treasures still the two. Now he decided the treasure must still be in number two. Now he decided the treasure must still be in number two. So let's go and move to the next slide. And what is it? What is it about? Which character? Who speak these words and to whom, when and where? So, you are welcome, lad. Lad is a boy. Meaning of lad is a boy. So the old Washman said these words to the Huckleberry Finn when Huck knocked at the door of Washman when he was scared from Injun Joe and Spaniard. So the next sentence or next spoken line or dialogue is that it is not a Spaniard. It's not a Spaniard. Though it's Injun Joe. Huckleberry Finn said these words to the Welshman in his ear when Welshman asking about the Spaniard and Injun Joe from Huck. Actually, he was inquiring from the Huck about the two men he saw on the hill. So then Huck explained him who were they. One is Spaniard, the companion of the Injun Joe, and the second one is the Injun Joe. So Welshman was completely shocked. Third one is that we would ever have been there but for him. So the sentence is, we wouldn't ever have been there but for him. So Weshman told these words to the visitors, including Widow Douglas, when he was telling them the story of a night about a Spaniard and Injun Joe on the hill. And what was he talking about? For what he was talking about? For whom he was talking about? He was talking about the Huckleberry Finn, but he didn't tell them who to whom he is talking about. So I am moving towards the next page or next slide. So let's do which character it is continued, who speaks these words and to whom, when, and where. So the fourth one is, didn't she stay with you last night? Mrs. Thatcher said these words to the Mrs. Harper when Mrs. Thatcher was inquiring or investigating about the Becky Thatcher because she went to the picnic last night. Oh, I haven't. Who said these words? Joe Harper said these words to the Aunt Polly when Aunt Polly asked to her whether she saw Tom or not in the morning, or you can say this morning. The sixth one is send me more candles and send food. The news came from the cave when 200 men went in the search of Becky and Tom, and you can say Tom and Becky because they were left in the cave, and asked about these stuff from the people of town to search to use it for the search of Tom Sawyer and Becky Thatcher in the cave. So let me explain you here. These are the news came in the morning or in the night because there was so much dark in the cave. So 200 men went to search for the Becky and Tom in the cave because they were left in the cave. So Mrs. Thatcher and Aunt Polly, they both are worried, especially all the town were worried about them. So actually 200 men went there and they need more candles and food to search them. So this news came in the morning, and even still, Tom and Becky were missing. So the next is, what did you understand? So here are the short question answers. So write short answers to the following questions. First one, at whose door did Huck knock? Huckleberry Finn knocked at the door of Washman. If you want to explain it more, you can do it, but this is the short question answer. So you should write it down a single sentence. So the next question is, how did Injun Joe and his friend escape? Washman reached near Injun Joe and his friend, and his knees started to Washman. So this made them alert, and they ran to get out of the path. Washman reached near Injanjo and his friend, and his knees started to Washman. So what was happened? Injanjo and his friend became alert, and they ran to get out of the path. In this way, Janjo and his friend escaped from the hill, and Vashman and his sons did not get them. And the next question is, what did Huck whisper in the Vashman's ears? So the answer will be, Huck whispered in the Vashman's ears that he saw Injun Joe with a Spaniard on the hill, and it made Vashman shocked. Oh my God, it's like a planet. So we are moving towards another question. So did you understand? Continued. And what is this question? What did the old man find on the path? So the old man found bundle of robbers' tools on the path, which is left by, or you can say, which is Injun Joe and Spaniard forgot on the path. Actually, they were having robbers' tools. Question number 5. What did Tom look upon as belonging to Huck and himself? Tom looked upon treasure as belonging to Huck and himself. When did everyone realize that Tom and Becky were missing? On the next day of picnic, everybody reached the church early in the morning. When the service was over, Mrs. Thatcher inquired about Becky from Mrs. Harper, and Aunt Polly asked about Tom. Then everyone realized that Tom and Becky were missing because they came in the night in the dark, so they didn't know about other person, because they didn't identify in the night who are with them, or is there anyone missing with them from them in the cave. So this is realized by them in the morning that Tom and Becky were missing. So the question number 7, how many men went searching for Tom and Becky? So simplest answer is that 200 men went searching for Tom and Becky in the cave. The next is, what did you understand? Continued. Where were they all going? They were all going to the cave in search of Tom and Becky. People of the town were all going to the cave in search of Tom and Becky. So the question number 9 is that, who took charge of Huck when he was ill? So obviously Vashman took charge of Huck when he was ill. Let me show this slide again. At least you will have some time to write down or copy down the questions and answers. So hopefully you will write it down. So let's move to the next slide and what it's all about. So there are some further questions over here. What are the questions? Why was Huck welcome at the Washman's house? So the Washman is glad to welcome Huck into his house because of Huck's courage, as he informed him about plan of Injun Joe, who wanted to slit nose and cut off an ear of the widow Douglas instead of killing her. It means that what? Actually, in the night, Huck came to the door of Washman, and he told him the whole story about Injun Joe and Hispania, what they are planning to do. So that's why Washman welcomed him to his home. The next question is, did the Washman tell Huck's secret to everyone? So the answer number 2, Washman did not tell Huck's secret to everyone because Huck told him not to do so. And what is next? Further questions. It is to be continued. What made the town to be on the move? The town heard that Tom and Becky left in the cave, and they were still missing. So it made the town to be on the move. So hopefully all the question answer you understand it. You can see these are some pictures when Huckleberry Finn went on the hill in the chase of Spaniard and Injun Joe, and look at Injun Joe and Spaniard, they are standing on the hill. Injun Joe is having knife. So I'm moving towards the next slide, and what is it about? Thank you so much. Hopefully, you will understand it. You will get your answer after watching this video. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell button. Stay safe and healthy at your home. Thank you so much. Bye bye.